and after. Okay, today we are going to do a video of and to open a box unboxing of an Akrapovic exhaust for a 2024 Africa Twin. This bike is the Adventure Sport uh, manual transmission. I just had a toolbox or a top case from Timu, and it looks pretty good. I might have a video on this, so take a look. So now let's go and take a look. So I bought this exhaust in Italy because there was no exhaust in USA with this specific model. So the 2024 is different from the one that is for 2020 to 2023. I don't know exactly what changed, but there are some things that are different in this model, and I will do the unboxing. This is how it came packed. I will tell you that. So I order, let's say day one. By day five, I had it came to my door, and it was making what sent for R4 WT. So the WT, I'm sorry, the R4 is the one that makes the difference between the 23s and below. Okay, so let's see. Comes with instructions and hardware. These are springs, nuts, bolts, washers. Alright, and the instructions. We're going to go through them in a moment. Now, this is the moment. So, we have more hardware and exhaust. Be careful to how you cut it so you don't cut or make scratches to the exhaust. Nice. These are very light. Look, they don't weigh almost that. Nice welding for hooks. they already have for the sensors, because we're going to eliminate the catalytic converter. And we have here the hardware. Okay, now we have a warranty from Akrapovic. I will follow this as well. I see that they have this kind of code in the exhaust. Maybe every part number is with serial number. So we'll see. More hardware. This is like a bracket, I think. Yeah, it's a bracket, and also has some hardware. Oh. So this is kind of the pipe. Two out, kind of is 2 to 1 to. This also has a sensor, so I will leave it there. This is the carbon fiber for the exhaust, and then we're going to take it. This doesn't have any hardware, but I will leave it there. Everything will be here. So it says that don't use a cutter, but I will use it with a lot of care. You can retract the Ooh, this is nice. Take a look. This is for the center stand. It has the sign of Akrapovic. Here it says that it has the spark arrestor. Oh, it feels good. And then it says Akrapovic. This is kind of a sticker, so it shouldn't be like this area should not be very hot. This one has also 2 screws to hold the spark arrestor. This is in order to not throw sparks. But this I think I will clean it after I install it, because it has kind of like an oily suspension, oily film. And then here is the Akrapovic sign. This is where the center stand sits. And then it says something here that now it doesn't meet the NOx standards. So it's kind of, you know, that this product does not meet requirements for street or highway. So we are going to keep it quiet. We are not going to say anything about it. Not most of the racing exhaust doesn't meet. So all right, we're going to cover it and then put it in move all these parts away from the bike. And basically I will do this fast, because what we need to do is to remove that bolt remove the ones from here, remove the engine cover, the lower engine cover, all the bolts, and then I will show you what is next. But for the moment, I will just, this is not a lot of science, so I will remove this one, and remove the slip on, and then I will take another picture to show you the before and after. So before I forget, I start removing things, but let me see how it sounds before and after. Okay, so I was able to remove the sensors. It's kind of, you have to make sure to push this one so you can pull it. Once you do it, you can pull the wire. So what I did is kind of leverage with the screwdriver and push it. Also, something that I did, I lost a little bit over here, and actually I removed that one that you see over there. Did you hold it? This one? I removed that. I don't know how I will put it back, but for the moment, let's focus on removing the exhaust. It's not very tight, it's just enough for what is needed. So make sure that you follow the torque instructions. Okay, so of course has to go to this way. I don't see it. Right. I'll put it here. Okay. So see, it's done. So now I think the exhaust should be able to go out. I don't know what is interfering with this, but it's loose. So, oh, this one maybe. Make sure that the sensors doesn't get trapped between the crash bar or any kind of accessory or anything, because you can cut them, and then I think I don't know if there is any problem, but why to have it. So have them out of the way. Now it's out. So let's take a look here. So you see, make sure that you know that you have these ones are for the exhaust. It's like a crush washer. So they have to be there. If not, you're going to have a lot of air leaks, and you don't want that. So we have this here. So as you see, we don't have anything. So now what we're going to do is to remove the sensors. For this one, let me get the correct wrench to remove it. So for this one, it's going to be a 17 millimeters. And once it's loose, it's not too tight. So we'll put this in the right side and the other one will be in the left side. So for that, the other one, let me move. I think we have everything set. So we're going to install it, and then so first things that we're going to do, we're going to install the oxygen sensor, and so they don't come labeled to right and left, but you can assume that if you put the exhaust in the right side, you will have the sensor to the right side, and if you do it to the left, you will have the sensor to the left. So let's do this. They fit perfect, no issues. Then you have to tight with the 17 wrench. So make sure it's tight. Okay. And then the left side. Okay, I just put the first one, and we'll put the second one. I think I may have a better look from here. So we're going to put the second one over here. So I'm just going to keep tightening. So this one is there. It's loose. We have the the O sensor, or oxygen sensor. So now we're going to do the other side, and of course this is easier because I'm here. Oh, so before that I have to get the one that went over there. For this I have my Harbor Freight magnet. So now let's get into this. The temperature is about 90 degrees in my garage, so it's like 35 Celsius. So it will go loose. So now number one is there. We will do number two. Now you can have a good feeling where these two are going. I don't know what is this for. I will make sure that the sensor is good. We're going to put them at the end. So for now, we're just going to put it out of the way. So now we see that we have the two connectors over here. We have for the spring. I don't know what is this for. The other side also have it. I think. Oh, so you see the mistake that I did. This hole is for this hook. So I did this wrong the other way. So of course Murphy's law will say that I made it. Oh, this was is okay, but this one no. So I will remove it and put it back. So there is a Y in everything. So let's do this again. But there are no instructions. So the instructions that I had are for if I want to remove the spark arrestor. So we have to start this again. Put it in position. Get the no, I'm sorry, but okay. Okay, let's start. One is there. Let's do the other one. So far everything match and fits pretty good. So now, so we have that hook from here to here. So I will see for this one, for the springs, just do both of them with a hose, with a just with a rope or something, and then you will be able to pull it. It's not hard. It's just for. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not hard. It's just kind of a spring loaded, so it's easy. All right. I will do the other one as well. So now we have both springs done. As you can see, these both pipes are loose. So the next step is to put this 2 to 1. But before that, in this bike we only have one sensor, so it also comes with a nut to cover it, and with like a cross washer that we're going to put here. This is the same size of 11. It also comes with wires, or with these 4 wires. When you are in the racing or racing, you can just put them and then wire them. So these are basically for with all the race and the vibration, they can get loose. So that's why. Oh, this is not a 17, so I need to find another one. Okay, so the one that goes here is a 19, so we're going to tighten it. Okay, oops. So now this is done. This is going like this, and this is the way it goes, and then it's going to this area, to this one. So just this both of these will fit with this, and then we have this for 2 springs. All the springs are the same, so don't worry about if you have to use one for left cylinder or right. So it fits pretty good. The springs are going to make sure that it is all the way there. Anyway, you try to do it all the way that you can. Also, this hole will show you that if it's not aligned or not, or if it's all the way or not. So it's showing that it's not. So we're going to push it more. So in order to help the push, I will, because I don't want to hit anything, so I will just put it here and then to the other one, and then I will give some hits with the rubber mallet. I need to go to the other side in order to pull it better. Okay. What a nice detail of having Akrapovic here. I wish they had like stickers or some kind of souvenir with the purchase of the exhaust, so you can put it in your fridge or car or whatever. So now that this is there, we can just give some kind of little hits to here, and it should pop it. Alright, so I don't like this. It's like these ones are not fully seated. So now both of them are okay. So we'll see. What we're doing is just to make some vibration in order to make sure that it sits, and then we should be able to have these holes aligned, which I think, let me see, I think they are. Yeah, it's good. So now we are in good shape, so we can put the next fastener here. So the next step is to put the bolt that comes with these ones. It's kind of for the rubber and all the washers for it. But in this case, because we add the crash bar, it doesn't fit. So I will use the one that came with the other unit. So I will slide this easily. It's perfect. I'm very happy with this because it's very everything is matching correctly, and it's matching to the correct bike and everything. So I just put it. Okay, so again it's a little bit loose, so we will continue. Now the beauty of this, we are going. The next step is to put this one, to put the exhaust and the bracket. That bracket is beautiful. It's carbon fiber. We have also some nuts that we're going to put here and in different places in order to hold the engine guard, the lower engine guard. Okay. So next step is before I do this, I would like to put to install the sensors. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to show the video because it's too complicated to show. But basically, I need to go back from the underground under the bike, feed my hands, and then, for example, this clip to clip it in one of the spots here, and the other one over there, and also to clamp this sensor. So basically, it's kind of just do your ways to make the connection. But over here we have, let me see if I can put the light. Inside of this, we have this foam, but we have the wires over there and the harness that we need to connect. So I will find a way to connect it, and then we need to do also the clips. But make sure, so for whenever you do it, this part is very important. So if you are able to reach with a screwdriver and push it here, this goes in this position. So if you can push it, you will be able to pull it, and then once you pull it, it will be easier for the time that you do it. For me, because I removed so many wires and clamps and things, it will be a little bit more complicated for me. So that's why I don't want to show it, or it will be complicated to show the real situation that I'm dealing with. But long story short, just make sure that you do this one. Let me show you real quick. So when this is in this position, you just reach a screwdriver and push this one to the inner while you are pushing, and then once you bend it enough, it will come out. Okay, thank you.
2,000 years later.
So sensors are there. All is good. Everything's loose. So now you see Akrapovic, but we are going to clean it after we install it, because all the grease and things can make a problem with the paint. So now we're going to remove the stickers. We all know that this exhaust is not good for, or is not legal in on the streets, which is fine. I mean, there are some restrictions, but nothing too crazy. So there is a washer, or this one too tight here. Okay, so this is like a triple square or Torx, so make sure it's loose, so you don't have any issues at the moment of installation. So I'm just going to put it in the other side. So it's kind of there. Make sure that it's fully seated, because for example in this case it's not fully seated. You can see that there are some gaps, so we're going to push it a bit more. Now it's closed. So now we are going to use the bracket that holds the exhaust. So next steps is to have the bracket. It comes with two studs, two bolts. So it comes like this, so you have to remove them. remove both of them, because what we're going to do, we're going to have it open so we can fit it around the this is important for example for this one, but it's important that you put them not like this, because if not you're going to pull the thread. But if you do it, you have to do it in the way that the knot is in the back area of where you want to hold the things. We have here one here. I don't know in the bottom if we are going to have something for the, because we have three. So far I just see one where to put it, so we will find the other two, or maybe it's for another model. I don't know. Sometimes they do that kind of stuff, that they bring it for different models. Okay, we have one here. Anything else has to bolt. It's looking good. Okay. Something else that we need to do is we have this bracket. So this bracket is in order to put it with the other bolt. So we actually need to remove the other engine guard that we have and bolt it to this one from one side, and the other one for the other one. So I want to start removing this. So now we are going to put the bracket. In order to put the bracket, I remove two bolts, and we're going to use the one that goes there. So here's the bracket. And also, I forgot, but we need to remove this one, so let me do it. So this is a long screw, so we're going to put it in place. This one goes here. There, and then we're going to use this one in the bottom to lock the other place. This is tight. Where is the other one? Oh, the other one is here. Now we have to tighten this one. Okay, so now we can put the engine cover. We use the original bolt. Oh, but before we do that, no, it's fine because it doesn't interfere with the exhaust, because it's still loose. So we'll see. We don't put nothing tight in the moment. Everything aligns great for so far. So a mistake that I did, and it's still loose, and I haven't done anything yet. But the mistake, so I removed this one from the original exhaust, so I'm going to put it back, and it has the Allen wrench, correct, the correct one. So yeah, my mistake, but it's the same thread, so. For this bolts, so that's what we're going to do. So now what we're going to do is to torque these bolts or nuts to 16 newton meter or 12 foot pounds. No. This torques after maybe 50 miles. All right, so it's done. So we'll see. Next step is to run the bike and see how it goes. Oh no, what I will do, I will clean the exhaust and make sure that it doesn't have any grease or fingerprints, because everything that you put on the in the exhaust, it can mark it or make some bad or ugly, it can make stains. So okay, I'm just going to make sure that everything is tight. Yeah, it's tight. Okay, so let's do this. Wow.